Now we see vertical circular motion. In last lecture we have seen that the uniform circular motion, that is horizontal circular motion. Horizontal circular motion is uniform circular motion. Here we see vertical circular motion, that is non-uniform circular motion. Vertical circular motions are of two types. One, vertical circular motion which is controlled by gravity, and second, vertical circular motion which is not controlled by gravity. So an example of the vertical circular motion which is not controlled by gravity, that is joint wheel. Here we see the vertical circular motion controlled by gravity. In this topic we have to derive, or we have to determine the linear velocity and kinetic energy of particle at different position in vertical circular motion. Also we have to determine the tension exerting on the particle at a different point in vertical circular motion. For this we consider an object, small object, which is tied to the string. Suppose this is an object and tied to the string, and this object is revolved in vertical circular motion. As the particle perform this vertical circular motion, it means that this particle possesses different position, different linear velocity and different kinetic energies. So consider, this is vertical circular motion of a particle in anticlockwise direction. Suppose this is center, this is a diameter of this vertical circle, this is another diameter of vertical circle, this is lowest position of the particle, and this is highest position of particle, this is middle position of particle. So suppose this is highest position is represented by A, this lowest position is represented by B, and this middle position is represented by C. So this is center O. Now particle performing this vertical circular motion, and therefore particle perform or possess different position, either A, B or C, and the tension acting on the particle at different point is different, but the weight of the particle is constant and which is always directed in downward direction. Means suppose at point B, this is lowest point B, then the weight acting on particle is mg, which is in downward direction. When particle is at point A, then the weight again at this point is also mg in downward direction. If the particle is at point C, then again weight is in downward direction. But the tension acting on the string which provides the centripetal force for this circular motion is different for different position. When particle reach to the point A, that is a highest position, then the string becomes slack. Means at point A, the tension acting on the string is very small, very less, which is equivalent to 0. Still we consider tension, and suppose at this point A, the tension on the string is suppose TA. In this case, the tension at point B, means at when the particle reach to the point B, then we consider the tension TB, and at point C the tension we consider TC. Means in position A the particle exerts in different position A, B, C, the tension acting on particle is different. So first we consider point A, that is in vertical circular motion two forces acting on particle, and these two forces are nothing but, number one, weight of bob mg in downward direction, and number two, tension T in the string. Right. Now first first we see point A. At highest point A, this highest point A. So at highest point A, two forces acting, that is weight of the bob or particle mg in downward direction and tension acting on the string is also in downward direction, and the sum of these two forces provides the necessary centripetal force to perform the vertical circular motion. Let Va be the velocity at point A. Therefore, we can define mva square upon r, where r is the radius, that is OA, OC or OB. This centripetal force is equal to sum of these two forces, that is mg plus Ta, and therefore we can write Ta is equal to mva square upon r minus mg. This is equation number 1, or this is the formula for tension at point A. Now, when this particle A reach to the point B performing vertical circular motion, then in the position B, the forces acting on particles are number 1 weight mg in downward direction and tension Tb, which is directed along the string towards the center, and therefore at lowest position, that is at point B, we can write let Vb be the velocity at point B. At point B, Vb be the velocity. Then the centripetal force is directed in this direction, means in downward direction, that is away from the center, and tension Tb is directed along the radius towards the center, and therefore the resultant of these two forces means mg plus mvb square by r balances by the Tb, and therefore Tb is equal to mvb square upon r plus mg. This is equation number 2. Means these are the tension acting at different point, that is at point A and at point B on the particle performing vertical circular motion. Now we have to find the linear velocity at point A and at point B and also at point C. So we use these two formulas, that is Ta is equal to mva square by r minus mg and Tb is equal to mvb square by r plus mg at point B. So velocity at point A. Now at point A, the string becomes slack, and therefore tension acting on the particle at point A is equivalent to 0. Therefore Ta is equivalent to 0, and therefore equation 1 implies, that is Ta is equal to mva square by r minus mg. Therefore this can be written as 0 is equal to mva square by r minus mg. Therefore mva square by r is equal to mg. This mm get cancelled and va square is equal to rg. Therefore va is equal to under root rg. This is an expression, or this is and formula for velocity of particle at point A. So we write this velocity here under root rg Va. Now we have to find velocity of particle at point B, that is lowest position, and this can be done by using the principle of conservation of energy. So what is principle of conservation of energy? Second, we have to find velocity at point B. We have to determine velocity at point A. This can be done by using the principle of conservation of energy. So principle of conservation of energy is total energy at point A, that is highest position, is equal to total energy at point B. Now total energy is nothing but the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. So this is kinetic energy at A plus potential energy at A is equal to kinetic energy at at B plus potential energy at B. Now kinetic energy at A means half mVA square plus potential energy at A means mass means mgh of A, height of the particle A from the lowest position. Here kinetic energy of B means half mVB square plus potential energy means mghb, means height of the particle from the lowest position. Now here we have Va is equal to under root rg Ha, that is height of the particle A from the lowest position. This is lowest position, this is highest position, and the height of this particle A from B, this is nothing but the twice r, means Ha is equal to twice r, and Hb is equal to means height of this B from B is equal to 0. So after putting these values we can write half m rg plus mg into twice r is equal to half m vb square plus mg into 0. Now this half mgr plus twice mgr, this is nothing but 5 by 2 mrg is equal to half mvb square. Now get cancelled, 2 get cancelled, and therefore vb square is equal to 5rg, and therefore vb can be written as under root 5rg. This is velocity of the particle at lowest position B. This is expression. So again we can write this here. Vb is equal to under root 5rg. Now we have to determine the velocity of the particle at middle position, that is at point C. So point C as its middle position, it means that the distance of or height of the point C from the lowest position is radius r. We can write this by putting the value of h is equal to only r. So same formula can be done. Means this is velocity of particle at point C. So we use this total energy at point A is equal to total energy at point C. Instead of A we can write B also, because we have two velocities, that is at point A and at point B again. So we write velocity at point C, that is total energy at point A is equal to total energy at point C, means kinetic energy at point C plus potential energy at point C is equal to kinetic energy at point A plus potential energy at point A is equal to kinetic energy at point C plus potential energy at point C. we replace only B to C, and here VA is equal to 1 root RG, HA is equal to twice R, same value for A. Here HB, this will be C, means here HC, that is height of the particle from C. So distance of C from lowest position is R, that is radius R. So we can write R. So substitute these values in the above equation, that is half m Rg plus mg into twice R is equal to half m Vc square, half m Vc square plus mg into R, because the distance of C from lowest position is R. This can be written as half mgr plus twice mgr, means 5 by 2 mgr is equal to half m Vc square plus mgr. Now we write this mgr here, means we bring this mgr to left side, that is 5 by 2 mgr minus mgr is equal to half m Vc square. So this becomes 3 by 2 mgr is equal to half m Vc square. This get cancelled, 2 get cancelled, and here we write m Vc square is equal to 3gr. Therefore Vc square is equal to, here Vc square is equal to 3gr. Therefore Vc is equal to under root 3gr, and this is a value for velocity of the particle at point C, that is Vc is equal to under root 3rg, and these are the required formulas for velocity of particle at different position, that is highest position, lowest position and middle position in vertical circular motion. And these are expressions for point mass tied to the string and perform vertical circular motion.